So let's solve a monic quadratic using completing the square. Monic means that the coefficient of x squared is 1. So we have 1x squared. So in this question, let's write it down first. We have x squared minus 3x minus 18 equals 0. Step 1 of completing the square is to copy and paste down the x parts. So that's x squared minus 3x. Bring that down. Leave it alone. Next, what we need to do is to add on whatever is the number, the coefficient in front of the x. In this case, it's minus 3. So don't forget the minus sign. That's minus 3. You need to halve that, so divide by 2, and you need to square all of that. So brackets or square. Whatever you add on, you have to take away as well. So you take away the exact same thing you added on, which was negative 3 halved and squared. And then the tail end part, which is the minus 18 equals 0, you bring that down because that hasn't changed. So minus 18 equals 0. Next, the completing the square magic happens with the first 3 terms. So that becomes brackets, brackets, or squared, the perfect square. Bring the x down. And then what you write inside is whatever is inside the brackets of the squared part. So in this case, it's minus 3 over 2. The remaining tail, which is, I'll highlight in yellow, this remaining tail we can write down. In fact, we can also simplify our fractions, so we can take away 3 over 2 all squared means 9 over 4, take 18 equals 0. Next, we just simplify our fractions. In order to do that, we need common denominator. So we need to turn the 18 into something over 4. 4 lots of 18 is 72 equals 0. Now that our fractions have the same denominator, we can subtract them. So minus 9 minus 72 gives us negative 81 over 4 equals 0. We can then rearrange our equation. So that's x minus 3 on 2 all squared equals 81 over 4. Then opposite of squaring is square rooting. Don't forget the plus minus every time you square root. So square root over all of 81 over 4 gives us plus minus 9 over 2. We can then rearrange the left-hand side. So that's plus minus 9 over 2 plus 3 over 2. Our fractions have the same denominator, so we can add them and subtract them directly. So we have case 1 where we have positive 9 plus 3 over 2, or we can have the second case, which is minus 9 plus 3 over 2. So we get 12 over 2, which is 6, or we get x, which is negative 6 over 2, which is negative 3.